Hi everyone, welcome back to Startup Tournament in Sunset North. This was hosted at Victory Point Cafe in Berkeley, California. And I am Steve slash I Herb Nerds, and I have with me Yasser.
Hey, Yasser slash Penguin.
And this is round 4. So we have Stephen Lee back on. He's playing Corp this side, and so he's kind of known in the local meta for playing bites in all of his Corp decks. So that's something we'll have to watch out for. And we have Once It Samus on runner playing Zahya.
Yeah, One Suit Samus also has some interesting builds. Usually goes off meta. I'm very excited to see what we're gonna have here.
Yeah, so what do you think of this matchup? Built to Last versus Zahya.
Again, if it was decks that I would expect to me quote unquote in meta, even though this is startup, so I don't know the meta fully. Like I would expect BTL to go slow, play Pharaohs, advance that Pharaohs, and have a very secure remote. And then on the opposite side, Zahya, you're very kind of standard runner, make runs, make money off of it, try to find your multi-access, and tax the corp.
Yeah, for sure. If Steven can sort of tighten up his centrals,
Yeah.
it'll be hard for Zahya to like get going and start snowballing
Yeah.
off multi-axes. So, but if Steven maybe stumbles out of the gate and Zahya can exploit that, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And like we mentioned, I would not be surprised if there is one, probably 2 bites, maybe even more. So maybe you're not as worried about centrals. You're kind of inviting that. The only thing you would be worried about is transfers. You want to make sure that you have that 4 credits to trigger the bites.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
We
Okay,
see
so it
him.
looks like. Sorry, yeah, go
We
ahead.
see a mulligan from One Suit Samus.
I
Yeah.
saw a Baker in Zaya's hand,
Oh,
so
interesting.
that's a spicy include. Yeah, so I mean that's a pretty nice include in Zaya. It'll force Steven to shore up all 3 centrals to deny Zaya those central run credits.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm trying to think, what are the stealth generator cards in startup? They probably are mostly in Vantage Point, since that was the stealth uh, set, I guess.
Yeah, I mean we have Touchstone. Um, I think
Miss
that's about.
Suthula.
Oh yeah, Methuselah. That's a
um,
lot of influence though.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. And I guess air check, but air check doesn't play with Baker.
Mm. Oh yeah, good call.
Yeah. Okay. See an install on HQ. Wait,
Yep.
never mind.
Reconsidering.
What is your game plan here usually?
As the corp, I think you just want to ice up centrals and
Yeah.
deny Zaya easy credits and accesses. And for Zaya, like, yeah, I'm not sure. I think you have to try to um, get set up if the corp tightens up too. But it's hard because there's no Hermes, right? So
Yeah.
oh, okay. I guess maybe the plan is just to like go fast and try to win early before the corp can stabilize.
Yeah, and criminal is kind of the faction that you kind of want to protect centrals more, but we see Steven opting for setting up the remote first. So we'll see if he gets punished on that. We'll see 3 cards from R&D with the jailbreak and with the Devadatta.
And
That's a green mail
a
steal.
green mail.
Yep.
So runners up 1-0.
Oh my
And my
god.
second agenda.
That I believe is a sacrificial zone, expansion zone, or sacrificial.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 points, and 3 credits. So that's a pretty good run, and a card draw from the jailbreak. So lots of value there.
Yeah, so this is definitely what Zaya wants to do. Like, yeah, you need to take advantage while the corp is weak, getting set up before they button up all their centrals.
And we see a little bit of One Suit Samus's hand. We see a Mag Electric. I think there's something else, but we'll see if it comes down. And then the last click from One Suit Sam is just a sure gamble.
Are we icing up our R&D or maybe reconsidering ice options? No.
Thinking about it. Yeah. And then advancing. Yeah, and this is what you want to do, right? You want the runner to respect your servers, respect your ice. Weyland usually has some ice destruction. So some program destruction. Sorry. So even though it's only a Devadata, you'd rather not lose that. So
yeah. So as far as advanceable ice in startup, I think we have Pharaohs and the code case Ialendra.
Ilendra, yeah, I believe it might be those two.
So this is giving away a lot of information, but you
Yeah.
gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in general, that's kind of one of the not disadvantages, but one of the things to consider when playing advanceable ice. There's not too many sentries that are advanceable, so you generally feel safe face checking into them. Although in this case, you do get a 1 net damage, which is not too bad for making the corp spend 4 credits.
Yeah.
And having a mag electric, which can potentially de-res it again.
Yeah, I mean Steven doesn't have a lot of money, so it might be worth just de-resing this Ialendra here.
All right, successful. Once Sam needs to decide if they want to use the mag electric first, which they will.
Yeah. Just seeing a fly swatter.
Yep. And for their final click, gaining the Zahya credit.
I'm gonna check the remote.
I don't think I would be too worried here, but you never know with last click runs. Steven is on 5 credits, so taxing the corp just to protect their assets or whatever you have in there is probably a good idea.
I think Steven set aside 4 credits. I wonder if he did that sort of on purpose. He can fire bites.
All right, the run was successful, and we saw an anthill trash for 1, so a pretty good run there.
Okay, another ice goes down, and just click for credit. Okay.
Again, not managing to find econ. And as a Crim player, you love to see that, right? You want to pressure those servers, force ice reses, bring them down to 2-3 credits. It's gonna be a tough call.
Yeah, we have Compromat.
Yeah.
I mean, Steven might be pushing too hard.
Right.
With not a lot of credits. I think I probably want to see Centrals get defended a little better before.
Yeah, especially we know that the HQ ice is a Silendra, which is Fortress. A compromat there is a oh, never mind. We also have the Mag Electric. Maybe we'll just force it. There we go.
Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's probably not going to get rest here.
No. Funnily enough, we're talking about Steven and his love for bites, and One Suit Sam is on 1 card, so this could have been a risky play.
I mean, a disaster. Yeah.
For any other Weyland, you probably think it's mostly fine, but sometimes knowing your players is information in of itself.
Okay, Antil. That's a nice econ boost for Steven.
Yep.
And a spin.
Just trying to find something.
Okay, hedge funds.
There
It's
we go.
pretty
Some
nice.
money. Yep. And here, I think as BTL, you're more than happy just to let that remote sit, let that anthill sit, maybe shore up your centrals. There we go. And, really just put the Krim player in kind of a chokehold of not being able to run.
Hmm.
All right, we start with 2 draws from One Suit Samus.
Yeah, I think Zaya will have to probably slow down and get set up herself.
Yeah, and
A little bit.
you have 3 points. You're I think you can give yourself that time to set up and establish your board state and your economy.
Mhm. Okay. Considering what to do with the last 2 clicks.
Yep. Wonder if they're considering to challenge the anvil.
Yeah.
One big thing
Ooh,
about startup is we don't have pinhole, so if you want to trash that, you gotta run into it.
the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
Yeah, but with Steven at 10 credits, I don't know if there's a big boost to challenging the remote and making him spend credits. Mm.
absolutely. I think the only thing is you might think that one of those ice or the only ice that ends the run on that server is a Pharaohs, so maybe making them spend 7 is a good
Like a
exchange.
trade. Yeah.
But no, One Suit Samus opts to draw for a 3rd time. One more click. You know, they could maybe not on 4th click, but they could challenge R&D with the Devadatta, but instead, they install a
Something got
resource.
installed.
Yeah. Tell this.
Open market looks like.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay, back to Steven. We see the pop of Antil, and we see a sacrificial advanced, gaining 5 credits. The
That is gross.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then upgrade in there as well. And
Yeah,
he
what an agenda for this ID. Like advanced, get 5 credits.
absolutely.
Jesus.
What do you think that
Uh,
upgrade would be?
maybe Managar or
Managorn is
Malifurt.
Malapert is a good one too. Yeah. This could be a Mioshu deck as well, so I could
Mm,
totally see using BTL's ability along with sacrificial to go up on credits and play the Mioshu.
yeah, that's a great call. Yeah.
Yep. All right, back to the runner.
Samus really considering his options.
Yeah, I think the probably won't be able to get into that remote, not in the current board state. But is it one of those things where you want to just make the corp spend credits? Oh, beta build.
Oh.
So what do you draw
Oh.
here?
Oh, I think we're gonna see Mayfly.
Oh,
Because
yeah, there.
Mayfly and Beta build has the same like end of the run triggers.
Oh,
So
that
you
is
can
funny.
shuffle you can put Mayfly back on top from Beta build before you have to trash Mayfly
That
for
is pretty cool. So I'll be able to get in there, and yep, it's a reader for Steven. So yeah, Mayfly is an AI breaker that goes away at the end of the run. Oh, we see an event horizon.
Horizon.
So we know that One Suit Samus is not getting in one way or another this run.
I wonder why the top ice didn't get rest. Because Zaya doesn't have a lot of credits.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, yeah, so Mayfly goes on top before it trashes itself.
Oh, I see.
Pretty sweet combo.
In this case, though, I think it looked like we trashed it.
No, I think beta build got trashed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the Mayflight went back on up. 2 more clicks for the runner. I don't know if they loaded the touchstone or not. That should be
I
at
think
least one.
it didn't got spent during the run.
Oh, I see. They used it for the Mayfly. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
You run it again here?
I don't think so. It's Steven's on like 14 credits. Well, but he didn't res. He didn't res it. So
Yeah.
maybe it's like a BO that is just so awkward to res right now.
Mm-hmm.
You can force the issue. Yeah. I was gonna let it
Okay.
go.
Just drawing up. All right, and then we'll see on Steven's side if he opts to score it this turn or just let it cook and build that just add ice on that remote.
Right. Because the sacrificial zone gives you 3 credits the first time you advance it each turn, right?
Yes, and
Yeah. So
BTL doesn't trigger here because BTL says if there is no previous advancements on it, you get the 2 credits. So it'll be 3 credits here.
okay, we're just gonna check what the ice was.
Yeah, and I think you're playing against Criminal, and you kind of mentioned that there is no Hermes in this format, but you're probably still better off just kind of guarding your servers, making it hard for the Criminal to run, and just dirtle up in Glacier. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not in a rush to score.
Yeah. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Yep. Slowly make money,
Yep.
button up. Yeah.
And we saw that Zahya's ability hasn't triggered in the last 2 turns, so this is also kind of a good way to make sure that the runner is not getting more value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Steven on a healthy 14 credits, though with the Weyland ice that can be gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, I'm just gonna draw up. Yeah, so I think there are 2 sure gambles in the bin already. So a lot of econ, a lot of it, like not interactive econ already
yeah,
spent.
yeah, and a lot of the Crim's econ is tied to successful runs, whether it's transfer of wealth or clean getaway. So as much as archives is open for clean getaway, it's not really the most efficient of runs to do. So
Mm-hmm.
one suit Samus just drawing up and trying to find solutions.
Mayfly comes down, so just making sure what's at best. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget. Is Mayfly 1 strength or 2 strength?
Mayfly starts at 1 strength.
1 strength, and then it's 1 for 1 and 1 to break 1 subroutine. So
Mm-hmm.
fairly efficient. AI breaks everything it sees, but only available for 1 run. So
Okay, so we'll score the sacrificial expansion zone.
yep, with an extra click, but we don't see that upgrade being rezzed, so maybe not a Malapert. So with a good 15 credits and a click left, we'll just advance.
Okay. I'm gonna advance that ice also.
Yep. And again, no reason to go fast. Here as the Weyland player, you've got the upper hand. All your important servers are iced. The runner is not really showing any threat of whether it's multi-access or any true value runs. So
Mhm.
just slowly build your board.
Oh, I saw a scrounge
Yep.
in one the same as his hand. That's another neat piece with Mayfly.
Yeah, absolutely. And startup doesn't have simul chip, so the program recursion is kind of limited to scrounge, I believe. I don't
Ah,
know if you have other options. Okay, we have the full 4 clicks for one suit Samus. No actions taken yet. think here this is personally where I would maybe draw up to maybe find a transfer or something that I could threaten the corp with.
yeah.
Right, you have your Mayfly. You know that the second piece of ice there is a Shylendra. Maybe your mag will de-res something.
Yeah, Salandra is it's an interesting piece of ice because it's high strength. It's got 3 subs that are fairly impactful,
Yeah,
but it's always like you don't really want to break this because it's so expensive to break.
absolutely.
But the subroutines are like fairly annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's very well designed, right? It is strong, 5 strength, I believe. So there aren't any breakers that really efficiently break it.
Hmm.
And the subroutines are annoying, but at the end of the day, you do get in. So it's a good balance. We see one suit Samus drawing a Baker here, and we do have the touchstone, although it's empty right now.
Another mag electric coming
Oh,
down.
is it unique? I believe it is.
Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Taking that click back again. If you make mistakes and doesn't really alter the game state too ridiculously, you can
Yeah.
probably take that back.
One should say with a lot of cards in hand that are really good if the corp is kind of broke
Mm-hmm.
or struggling, but yeah, the flip side is if the corp is stable, all these cards become so difficult to make use of.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
one thing one suit Samus needs to be careful here is if they end up stealing an agenda somehow this turn, then it would put them in measured
Oh yeah.
territory. And it doesn't
Yep.
seem like they have too many credits. The credit count on one suit Samus is a bit confusing. I believe the big pyramids are threes and the small ones are ones. They are stacked, so it's hard to see here, but it looks like probably no more than 4 or 5 credits uh,
Hmm. Yeah,
in
I believe so.
in one suit Samus's side. Okay,
Uh,
compromating again.
Compromise.
And I don't know if we've been keeping track of the first bad pub. I haven't seen it personally.
Oh, I
Okay,
think there's a clear token between Compromat and the drone.
I see.
Oh,
And
I'm so sorry.
it's the first one.
uh,
So yeah, classic bites from Steven's side. Trash 3, gain a tag.
so we
Couldn't
lost the
quite.
Baker.
Yeah, and the beta
Yep.
build.
But that will give Zaya another bad club.
Yep. So 2 bad pubs is very real. It's
Hmm.
um, in the right game, like game changing. So we'll see if One Suit Samus can take advantage of that.
And Zaya, yeah, and Zaya will want to make a lot of runs, so for
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Okay, we're shuffling back by the end of Event Horizon.
Yep. I like the shovel back of the bite, um, just because it puts that knowledge back into the runner's mind of I
Yep.
can always access a bite. It's not even necessarily about hitting it again, but just the fear of hitting it is enough.
Yeah. Makes multi-access quite awkward.
Yeah,
Or can, yeah, can make it pretty awkward. Okay. Gonna draw up and yep,
clearing the tag.
we're
Okay.
gonna remember the tag.
Yeah, and in terms of tag punishment in startup, I think the biggest or the most expected thing here is probably a retribution.
Yep, retribution. Oh,
Uh,
there's no end of the line. That's right.
no end of the line, exactly. So you don't have the fear of getting flatlined out of nowhere. Okay, click one hedge fund. Click two withdraw, or the other way around. And again, just like perfectly happy of, going slow, not overdrawing,
Hmm.
making money, and um, putting something in the remote, presenting a challenge.
Yep.
And with one suit Samus on 2 credits, this is a good window to score something out or get some value from your remote.
Yep. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to draw up. No? Hmm. Yeah, jailbreak and a scrounge in hand.
Yep.
Um, second drone.
I think that's another open market.
Yeah, just really hurting for money.
Yeah, and I think that's just what you need to do as the runner here. Just try to find money. Okay, we're advancing, gaining 2. Advance, advance, and it's always
Oh
above the
no.
law.
Oh no.
Above the law somehow shows up at the most inopportune time, and this was a fully loaded open market getting trashed. Basically a loss of click in 2 credits and the full open market for
Yeah.
one suit
Oof.
Samus. So, huge setback. And we're in measured territory now with threat 4. Um, so any erroneous run can cost you the game here.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes,
just need to slow down
exactly. Although I
and get
do see
that.
a very interesting card in one suit Samus's hand. That's a tranquilizer. Don't see that too often.
Oh, nice.
So tranquilizer is a Trojan, which means it gets hosted on a piece of ice, and it gains a virus counter at the beginning of every turn. And when it gets to 3 virus counters, you derez the host ice. So we see a lot of derez in this build.
Yeah, definitely going like sort of econ denial
Yeah.
route. Okay, we're gonna see scrounge played.
What do you bring back here?
I mean, well, can we back out? Because I think Zayad's had maybe 1 or 2 credits.
Yeah. And
Yeah. Mm.
I believe, if I remember correctly, Mayfly is 2 MU.
Oh yeah, there's no MU either.
So
Yeah.
we're short on MU here. Haven't seen a console yet. Oh, we're trashing the Mayfly for a Baker,
Ah, I see.
and then bottoming. Couldn't see it, but I would have to guess the Mayfly. All right. Are we going to use the Baker? We are. Final
Yeah, I'm
click.
just going for a big dig.
See 3 cards from R&D. And again, the bites are there, so see what happens. Ooh,
Oh,
that's a steal.
oh, send a message. So yeah, size up to 6 points.
Yep. Okay, so that's a Pharaohs. I believe that's a measured. That's a measured. And
Nice.
the bad pubs come in handy here because I don't think we had enough money to trash it. And that is a B-walk. So yeah,
3 crits from Zahya.
really,
Yeah.
really playing on the edge there. If that measure had lived on, I think, yeah, I don't think One Suit Samus has the credits or the cards for it. So
Yeah,
good trash there.
but I think it makes sense for once the same as to take a gamble here because
Yeah,
the longer Zaya waits, sort of yeah, it's not going to be good for Zaya.
definitely. You're on the back foot here. You're doesn't look better as it goes on, as you said. You know, Krim is not known for their long-term strategy or their, quote unquote doom rig. So as the game progresses, Krim's chances of winning usually goes down. And we see here an ice on archives, so respecting Baker, and then a card in the remote and advancing that, netting 2 credits for BTL.
Even with a 1 card in hand,
Yep.
I mean, could be a Mioshu, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still interested to know what that upgrade is. You would imagine that with the 2 scored agendas, if it was a Malper, it would already been rezzed. Um, could be a Managarm. I don't think there's any other. Trying to think of upgrades that can hurt you.
Let's see.
Daniela, yeah, Daniela or what's the other one? The Jinteki one. I can't remember the one that makes you lose cards for trashing. Either of those are not in the format, so I think you're safe there. So I think it's safe to assume that's a Managarm.
It could be an Amaze Amusement.
Could be a maze,
Could
yep.
be.
If you pair it up with a retribution or something like that.
I mean, I think if anybody's playing Unleash out of BTL, it could be Steven.
Very true. And with Biox in the deck, Unleash becomes very juicy, both for the res cost itself and for the subroutines, right? Trashing a
Hmm.
program or a resource is both pretty strong.
Hmm.
And from One Suit Samus side, speaking of econ denial, we see a Francis Sophia, what was it called? A Sophia Ward?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Yep. So Sophia Ward says the res cost, it's a resource, 3 cost resource. The res cost of each ice is increased by 1, and you can remove it from the game, I believe, if the corp has 15 credits or more to bypass a piece of ice.
It's kind of a weird card because it pushes you in 2 different directions. Like you're gonna try to make it more difficult to have the corp to have a lot of money, but if the corp does, like you get to bypass a piece of ice. Like yeah. Okay, we're gonna score something.
Off the books with a click left, opting not to over advance it. Again, off the books has the dividends clause, which is if you over advance it, you gain 1 dividend point or 1 dividend counter, and it allows you to search R&D for anything. But Steven, instead of opting to use that 3rd click to jam something in the remote.
Maybe I already just drew the agenda anyway.
Yep.
Hmm.
And this is now the kind of the fear of being on game point, that every card in that remote can be the winning card. And
Yeah.
as the runner, you need to respect that.
The Mayfly got trashed earlier, and that would have been handy here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We do see a transfer in hand. So if there is any way of making it through to HQ,
The Pharaohs, yeah.
it would be pretty big with the Mag Electric and um, the credits you get from transfer. So
Mhm. Yeah, it's just so tough a situation for Zaya right now.
Yeah. Although I believe that's a mayfly in one suit Samus's hand, so could opt to say the baker has done its job, or the two Devadatas go away and, kind of go for that Hail Mary.
But this is the issue with Mayfly, right? You use Mayfly to get into HQ,
Mm-hmm.
and then how do you get into the remote?
Yeah. That being said, you kind of need to get into HQ to get to get those credits to make it possible to run the remote. Okay,
Yeah, okay, here
so
comes the Mayfly. Yeah.
yeah. And I think here we're technically over MU. So
No, we're okay. Baker's only one.
one, two. Oh, Baker's only one.
Oh
Great.
no, there's an event horizon.
Okay, so this run is
That's
not happening.
and this was last click.
Yep. Using bad pub credits to break, and then just opting to immediately
Yeah,
trash
send the
the.
run.
Yeah, no need to res your other piece of ice. Just end the run there. Okay, so install, advance the card in the ice remote, and then advance again.
Oh, okay. That's a 5-3 that was jammed, I guess.
Yeah, I would assume the only 4-2s are the sacrificial, so that would have been face up. So we're probably on send a message here. Okay, trying to find a solution from one suit Samus's side. And yeah, without icebreakers, you're really short on solutions here.
Yeah, might just have to send it to R&D. Like, just hope it's not something that ends the run.
That's true. You can still see two cards, and I believe one suit Samus is on 6 points as well. Okay, so it's a Castleroid, so that will end the run.
Yeah, then Baker on archives.
And Baker running archives.
I wonder if that's the BLOC we saw. And now Steven has to think about whether he
Yeah,
wants to res this or not.
yeah, definitely. Ooh, it is the Biowak, so interesting choice here. And yeah, surrendering a 2-pointer, which is not ideal, but
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do. And if we do believe that that's a 3-pointer in the remote, then it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh no,
oh, a
it's a
clearinghouse.
clearinghouse.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We're just gonna do it to do 2 death damage and
Yep,
then use
and then
measured, I guess.
yeah.
Oh no.
I don't think was there a successful run. There wasn't a successful run, so you
Oh,
can't.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think okay. I think Steven just found an agenda and would rather score the agenda than keep
Okay.
eating the clearinghouse.
Yeah, so the game is continuing.
Yep. Lost two agenda points to score 1 point.
Okay. And yeah, Mayfly comes down, so I see a Hail Mary run into R&D. Just need one more point. Yep.
Yep. They do have the bad pubs, so I wonder why they're not using that, but that's another point.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so just
Okay.
enough cards to oh, I don't think Steven okay, I think Steven opted not to use the bite. They are on 5
Okay.
credits, so it is a hard ordeal to spend all
Mm-hmm.
your credits for that.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it's just not ideal to go down to 1 credit.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's something worth protecting in the remote. Um,
And here we see the tranquilizer on
Equalizer.
Biowak. Again, putting yourself in measure territory is scary stuff. but you also have trash one in the past, so maybe you're just making the bet that they don't have it. All right, we see an install in the ice remote.
I was just thinking about overriding the BO lock. Okay.
Wow, overriding the B walk.
Save you a credit.
Yep. Then advancing for 2 credits from BTL.
Yeah, I mean that BO lock over install maybe a bit premature.
I agree. I think, especially being on 10 credits, which for Weyland doesn't really go that much.
Mhm.
I think you were fine with keeping it for one more turn.
But anyway, like he's starting to end the game right here, so
Yeah. We do see tread lightly in One Suit Samus's hand. And, considering that the remote is completely unresed, could be a quite expensive. There we go.
yeah, just have to.
Right? If you assume that Steven is going to res both, that's 6 extra credits. Oh, takes it back. And plays it again. I think realizing that they're short on credits, but they do have some of the bad pub credits. They have the touchstone credits.
Mhm.
Still, I think at most 6 credits, 5 to 6 credits. But again, when you're facing the winning card, you just go for it. All right, Steven deciding what to res. And once
Oof.
again, it's an event horizon, just an A+ card.
Yeah, but it is porous that the runner can just pay
Right.
money to get through it.
And One Suit Samus does have one more run or one more click after this.
Yeah.
So theoretically, they could run it again. Okay, letting the first sub fire. Steven pops it for ending the run. We'll see with the final click if they decide to run it again or not. Interestingly enough, oh no, BTL's ability doesn't matter here because it's already advanced. I was going to say you
Mhm.
still can probably score it, but no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean just run it back. Like
Yeah. Again, you're both on the winning point. Yeah, there we go. So a Kesselroyd here would be tough. Oh, a Fly Swatter.
fly swatter.
Oof,
Nice.
that's a good one. And again, puts back that B-Walk trash a little bit into perspective. Could have purged here and saved your B-Walk for
Oh yeah.
at least one more turn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steven on 0 credits now, so whatever is in that server is just going to stay there for now.
Oh.
There we go. I think that was time.
Oh, time was called? Okay.
Yep. And I believe it's a draw.
Runner's at 6.
Oh,
Corp is
Corp's
at
at 5, right?
5.
Because they they surrendered that agenda. Yep. So congrats to One Suit Samus there. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.